need to start doing it daily.
No, for real. Like it will help, and it's inconvenient as hell to do, but it will give you an
Yeah,
edge.
I haven't built that habit. I forget, and then I'm like, damn, I should have recorded this one.
Screencast-O-Matic. So as soon as
But
you
yeah,
get up, fire up Thinkorswim if you use it. Fire up Ninja, then fire up Screencast-O-Matic, and you'll be good. You have to record every day.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and then depending on how everything plays out, I might just send you, and then that way you can look and be like, hey, look, I see what you're doing. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I
Sounds
would
good.
love that.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
And then also too, if you get into the position, and I told you guys before, if you walk away with 7, I'm cool with that too. Because if you take
Yeah,
enough, so you've done 300 trades, you know when it's going to go 7 and stop versus you're at 7 and it'll probably go 20.
Right.
7 ticks is cool.
Okay.
It adds up.
Yeah, it definitely does.
10.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Because if you're doing 5 contracts, I'll do the math for you real quick. 7 times 3. So you'll be at 1,093, 750. I mean 75. It's not bad if you do 8 trades in a month. You'll be at 8750. It's not bad. And then when you scale up to do more, when I finally get you guys to 21 contracts, if you do 7 ticks, you'll be at 4593, and then 9 trades in a month. I have you at 41 grand. Hypothetically, trading has risk. Most people are not disciplined, so it does not work for them. But if you follow the plan, you'll be good.
All right. That sounds like a good plan to me.
Great question. Elijah, go ahead. Y'all got the killers in here. Y'all better ask any journaling tips. Yep. Right. Where did you get in? Where did you get out? Did you follow your plan? And what did you do if you're sabotaging?
How long did you were in the trade?
Trade, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello.
Did you take the trade off of whether it was like NASDAQ, UB, what time frame, what time of day? Yeah. And then any notes that you noticed while you were in the trade of things that happened, whether like you were follow the rules for entry. Yes, and did you follow the rules?
Yep. Pete, go ahead. You can talk your shit. You itching. Okay. I mean, because even if you look at the daily open, this is the open here. There's only one strategy. You're going to go with direction or against it. So this is the same momentum. So when I showed you guys on a higher time frame to put on that yearly, that's the same momentum thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the retracement, if you caught the third one,
yeah,
you got it. So it's like, don't take that first one.
Nah, it's always when it breaks through, the EMA is going to retrace.
Yep.
Even if the trend is strong, it's going to come back.
It's going to come back anyway. It's going to come back anyway. So if your entry is this spot right here, great, 155.20, that has to be your spot. Also, but if you guys are not trading during prime time, you're going to get your head bust, man. I'm telling you, like, for real, like less is more. But then also, of course, Monday, Thursday, Friday, you have an edge. And then also you have to trade prime. So if you start trading at 10 o'clock and you lose, that is your fault.
Would you do it with 2,500 contracts?
I don't even want to get to it. But I will ask you guys, like, and it's a great point today, Julius, you just brought up, like, would you take this trade if you had 90 contracts in the market? That's how you know if it's a good trade or not. If not, so be it. If not, so be it. Elijah, let's come to you. Unless you don't want to talk, then we can go to David. Aaron.
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
Hey. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
How you, brother? I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm actually kind of surprised you called on me, but that's powerful. So I got a question. I got a question regarding FedEx options right now. Because I know
I don't do options.
You don't do options?
But I will start for you.
So I'm just pretty much I'm thinking that we're gonna see a little bit of some gain. They have earnings on Thursday, and with President Biden trying to push a bunch of vaccines out up until May 1st. I'm thinking that we might see some ground coverage. So do you like that? Do you see that as well? Before I get in,
what price you get in?
267.
You'll be able to get back in the money soon. Well, when does it expire?
April 30th.
Shit. No.
You might be okay.
You could be okay. But I wouldn't depend on earnings for that.
Right.
That's the tough part. Like, company can have great earnings and still, yeah, and just underperform. And then if you look at where this yearly open is right here at 266.88.
Right. Yeah.
It's barely above water. It's tough. You were doing a couple week option. Is that what you're doing?
It's 2 months.
Oh, a couple months.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
The short ones are tough. You may be able to be okay. You didn't get in at the worst price.
How do you feel about industrials being like super active right now?
It matters nothing.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you guys the truth about rotation. You're not going to find any hedge fund manager on earth when he's rotating into a position publicly tell you what position he's rotating into.
Right.
That shit comes out 3 weeks after the fact.
Okay.
I mean, like, go back and I want you to go Google whatever fund man, even Kathy. In March, she was not telling you her active positions.
Right. Right.
We're the only community that will find a secret and go get a shit to the public and then be like, don't take my secret.
But even
it does not work that
even
way.
if we're looking at the ETF, like on ETFDB and seeing them cycle through what they have as the top percentage company and using that as a.
Are you seeing them cycle through in real time?
Not real time, but I'm seeing.
So if I give you milk 6 weeks after,
right.
My old mentor used to be like, the difference between food poison and nutrition and salad is tiny. Same thing here. If I give it to you 4 weeks after the fact,
yeah.
Now you can pay, but it's gonna cost you a hell of a lot of money.
Right.
And I have friends that, and I get Kathy shows hers every day. Now name me the other 22 managers that are just as good or slightly underneath her in alpha that are printing her reports.
Right. No, I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
So
they're not in.
So what do you think I should?
It's late. So when people are like, "Hey, you're getting real time updates from," they're not doing that. Because I have friends that work at funds that won't. Like, I have a friend that worked at Kyle Bass's firm. He did not know what Kyle was trading.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying.
Ask yourself,
I definitely.
What do they benefit from giving you that information?
Say it again.
Ask yourself, what do the funds in where the big money is?
Right.
Ask them, how do they benefit by giving you that same information?
Right.
And that'll help answer your question.
Yeah, most are not going to do it. But as far as FedEx, I think you'll be good.
So you think I should,
be tight.
You think I should hold on to the contract because it's already put in?
I would.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, will it be detrimental if you lose on this trade?
Like,
will you be homeless?
No. I mean, not at all. This is all. I'm trying to gain. Obviously, it was a good amount of money. The contract cost me $3,000, but, you know,
how much can it make you?
If it goes to 290, I could make it significant. My delta on it is 70.7, so 70 cents.
Okay, so you're risking 3 to make how much? I'm not trying to count your pockets. I'm just trying to see what the ratio is.
Oh, it's not crazy because it's a short term. So I'm risking 3 to make. So for you, it would be I think it's like 10, if that.
That's still good.
Okay.
That's 3 and some change. Yeah, 1 and 3. I'll hold that because even if you lose it this trade, you can do another one and make up for the loss and be good.
Right.
Again.
That's my thought process on that.
I'll take it all day.
Okay. And can I squeeze one more question?
You got as many as you want.
Sweet. So Apple. So I was watching Market Mondays, and one of your students came on and he asked about Tesla, and I heard you say a good price to get in for Tesla is $569, right? I think you said that. So I've been studying you guys a lot, and you guys, I've been really invested into the market like heavily these past 14, 16 months. So I've been trying to figure out, like, I'm not a day trader. I'm a long-term investor. So I hold stock. So I own Apple. I own.
That's good.
But my thing is, I've been putting cash into my buying power. I didn't buy Apple on this dip when it went down to about 116 because I thought that it would dip a little lower to 100. I was wrong on that. So when you said 569, I went to my Yahoo indicators and I looked at the moving average. I was trying to find an indicator that you used to get that price, and it seemed like and it's
You ain't gonna find that shit, but go ahead.
So I guess my question is, how are you coming up with these prices? And if Tesla is if you like Tesla at 569, do you like Apple at 122?
Did you watch Market Mondays tonight?
I did watch Market Mondays tonight, yes.
Okay, in the slides, he gave away some key levels to look out for. I'm not gonna give away the
Tonight?
answer, but if you go back and you pay attention to those levels that he called out, it was like 3 different percentages.
The VIX?
You can use that to figure out your price points.
Are you talking about the VIX?
No,
Go watch it.
Go rewatch it. He said 3 different percentages.
So I may not be up to speed to the verbiage. So when you say the different percentages, are you talking about a dip percentage?
Yep, 50% off. So here are the levels 50. Right here. So if it gets to forces,
you said 50, 70, and 80, right?
So if it drops to here, great. I'll be happy. I hope Tesla crashes down here. You know why? Because I'm gonna hold that shit for 9 years for Xander. And we're gonna play bumper cars with the Tesla when we get 16. Here, I only have 2 advantages over you guys. Number 1, setup. I could argue we had the best setup in the world, and y'all soon will see. Number 2, I'll hold this shit until I'm in the ground playing cards with Tupac. Y'all won't fucking hold.
Right.
Not saying you, but here's what I'll tell you as a long-term investor, right? Once you get your day trading entries down, you will be the best fucking long-term investor ever. Because now you get long-term macro and sharp entries. I got into day trading off a bet because somebody told me I couldn't day trade, and then I bust his ass, and he's no longer day trading, and here I am. I like the challenge, right? So how to get in, I can't reveal that, but if you go through a couple of the Market Mondays episodes, like have you guys used the 72 SMA?
The 72.
It's not it, but it's close. And it's one that I've mentioned 3 times. You guys have not used it.
No. I can tell you, you talk about price channeling. I literally went back to that market, the episode where you and Mark Cuban talked on it.
Have you used it?
But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out how you, because I'm using Yahoo. I don't have the same app.
Is it on Yahoo?
The price channeling?
Yep.
Nah, I can't find it on Yahoo.
Okay, well then you may need to dig and find a platform that has it. And this is all investing. This is top of market. This is middle of market.
I'll download that right now. What app is that?
This is bottom of market. There's only 3 tiers. Write this down. There's only 3 tiers you can buy it: high, middle, low.
Yeah, and you want to buy it low.
So if you can go back down to center low and get them for $3,000 a piece and sell them here for $19,000, it's the same game. I cannot stress that enough. It is the same game. If I can get some Egyptian cotton t-shirts for 2 cents and I can mark them up and sell a, I don't know, up if it's stuck t-shirt, and for $22, I'm gonna sell the shit out of that. It's pricing. People confuse you and make it seem like it's different businesses. There's only one business: profit.
Right.
That's it. Give a fuck
So
what it is. If I can find rubber ducks to sell and get them for a penny and sell them for $3, I'll play the arbitrage game.
So where do you like Apple right now? Last question.
You tell me what you like Apple.
This time.
I thought I liked it at 100. I was wrong. I liked it at 110.
No, you weren't wrong. It just didn't get there yet. Okay, so that's one price. 100 is good. Where else?
Shit. 100, 110.
I appreciate this. Go ahead.
I had 100 and I had 110 and then 122. Honestly, from based off what you were saying earlier today.
122, not bad.
Right. Okay.
But as a long-term investor, how long are you willing
I'm
to
holding
hold
this bit forever, man. 5-10 years.
So why are you arguing over 3 cents?
I'm just trying to get better at finding prices so I can like use one strategy and use it to another. And then I'm also trying to like practice day trading. So I use a platform for day trading. I use a different platform for long-term investing. So I'm just trying to get better at understanding.
Trying to get better. I hit a hunger. Master long-term investing to be a good intraday trader. And then once you get intraday trading down, it'll make your long-term investing great. The thing that I don't want you to do is to stop being a good long-term investor once you learn how to trade. It's the biggest mistake you're gonna make. But now you arguing over $2 or $3. It's like if your woman say I give you sex 5 days a week and you arguing over 6 and fresh apple pie. Take the 5 days.
Copy.
And the pie. Like you good, but also you can look at the recent low of the year. I mean, 116, not bad. So for those you got in at one of the prices I call 118 to 121, you're good. But I know you want to get better, but if you download that app that I'm on now,
which is what
levels on.
What is it?
No, Ralph said I like TD Ameritrade.
This is TD Ameritrade.
And I mean, it don't look like this out the box. You know, I had to pimp my ride. This, but you know,
wow, I had TD Ameritrade. Okay.
Yeah, this Thinkorswim.
Okay.
But also to them same levels that I talked about. If we ever drop back, so 75. So this is just 25% off the high. Off the high, 25% is 113.90.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing.
It is simple.
Same thing. And then if we go down to 83, I'll be elated. And they're gonna be like, Ian lost it. Remember you was talking all that Apple shit and it fell. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put every dollar I have to shit get into the 80s.
So how many stocks do you think I should buy a month if I'm doing it like that? And if you say correction happens monthly,
how much can you afford?
So I'm putting in Apple. I want Apple to be my biggest investment in my portfolio. I'm taking on the strategy that you said, either have the two big players in one index or 4 big players in one index. So it's probably going to be like 1,000 a month.
Could you afford to do more?
I could, but like that's what I could afford for Apple. I could afford. I'm investing. My thing is 2,000 for the whole portfolio a month.
Okay, and what's the other one you're looking to put money into?
Verizon.
Why?
I want them to pay my phone bill. I got that from.
Fuck that. and I know where you got it from Trap, but Trap is advanced past that too.
Right, I got that from Trap. So you don't like that.
Trap done put out 9 albums since then. Like if you guys go listen, me and Trap don't disagree on nothing.
So you saying forget Verizon?
Okay, let me ask you this. Here's Verizon, and I'll look at the 5-year chart. So the low is 42, the high is 62. How much spread do we have on this?
Right, I agree. It's not much growth. Right, I've looked at it.
So,
why you wasting your money?
Yep.
Right.
And if you've been long-term investing, if you worry about a damn phone bill, you ain't been investing right. Keep it 1,000. Now, John Legier, better CEO. I wish we all would have got down to 65, but it went from 65 to 135. Better return. But when you're comparing companies, it has to be versus, is this company, so is Verizon better than Domino's, AMD, NVIDIA? I would argue Match is not going to fuck with Bumble in a year. I can name 40 companies better than Verizon. And Verizon's a good company for the space, but when you compare it to you grow up in a small city and then you have a girl that you think fine, then you go to a big city and you're like, damn, she cool, but Brianna from Hollywood, same thing. You have to compare, right? Or for the ladies, if you've been in a small town and you thought your man was the best, and then you went to another city, because all the ladies in here got quiet, like, you know. But you have to pick best of breed. Like you really need to look at top 10, especially if you're going long-term invest and you don't want that much drawdown. And then I would say tip number 3, you have to look at companies that do not draw down, which just means lose money. They do not draw down a lot. This is the reason why real estate investors buy houses in premium areas. I like the idea of buying in the hood, but most people that are buying in the hood, they're buying in the hood in big cities. They're not buying in the hood in Tuscaloosa and Mobile. And I got family in Alabama, so don't message me. Hey. But, you know, or for those in Canada, you're not buying in Mississauga first over or Brampton first over if you can get downtown. It just is what it is. So, but Verizon, not bad. What's another one that you would swap out for it?
So I'm messing with. I don't know if you heard about this company, Microvision, MVIS.
Okay. What's your entry?
My entry, I think it's at $6. I have It was at like 646 is my entry. It's currently trading at 17.
Okay. Tell me who's the CEO, what's revenue, and then we'll take it easy. What's competitive advantage? I want you to go look at history though.
Okay. You don't like it? Sounds like you don't like it.
It's not about if I like it, because I can be wrong. But I want you to know, because there are some charts that look like this that are going down that
Yeah.
I'm interested in now. But tell me who the CEO is, what the revenue is, and what the competitive advantage is. But also, too, they've had a long base. You have to know why they fell in 2010. So 262, average price, 202, 130.
So what they're doing,
84. So whoever was buying at these bases, like imagine if somebody in this time frame got 35,000 shares, they were happy this year.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Took 9 years of a base though.
They're making lidars for electric vehicle cars. And
that may change the reason why. Then you need to go look up LiDAR in every space and see who their competitors are and pick top 3. If you guys just look at top 3 overall, it'll be a hell of a lot. And then of course people are gonna be like, well, there's no more innovation, there's no more revenue, there's no more upside. People are always gonna park their money in safety.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But if it's gonna be a primary position, if it wasn't one of your top 2, if it was like your 5th one, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, it is. It's not my so I have Apple. I was gonna do Verizon. I was gonna do the index ARCW. That's say it again.
Good one.
Yeah, ARCW, and then I was gonna do a travel Hawaiian Holdings and our Bank of America. So those are gonna be my top.
What's the ticker for Hawaiian?
HW. No, HA. Sorry, HA.
Okay,
that's my last question.
You got some upside. Let me see. So this would have been a good area to get in. 23%, $20.79. Next area would be 34. I like it better at 20. If you hold it for 4 or 5 years, you'll be good.
Okay, solid. I appreciate that.
You guys have any other words of advice to give this brother? I know he felt like I pulled his card, but I'm doing this out of love.
Nah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ian.
Just stay away from stuff at the highs. Bank of America is even at a high right now because everybody's rotated into financials.
Yep.
Right. I haven't bought it yet. I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah.
Here's the price.
So yeah, just be careful.
It's literally at its high.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Brian Moynihan. But it took so tech had all the upside. There's no more money upside in tech. So now people are starting to pile in into other things. It's literally hit its all-time high. I mean, it's high for the last 5 years. Last month, or excuse me, last week.
And I'm speaking from being in it, but I got in it in March of last year. So
talk that shit.
So just don't buy it at the high, because at some point I'm about to exit because it's getting up to the high, and when it goes back down, it took it 10 years to recover from the last time.
So you're not holding long term.
If you're looking for financials, look at the new financials.
Like Square.
I will.
Square.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
PayPal as a dark horse. I put Square as the new JP Morgan for a reason.
I saw that. I pay attention. I saw that. So Square's on my radar, but the thing with Bank of America is, they pay dividend, but okay.
How big is the dividend?
It's 4%.
Okay, well, could you get that 4% out of Apple on its own when Apple pays out a small dividend on top of it?
If Apple being my biggest position, possibly. If I'm switching my Verizon input, I might take majority of that because I already bought Verizon, so I might take most of that and add to my Apple position.
You're good.
Yeah,
and then I will have you look at some ones that give a dividend that also go up a lot faster. If you're in Stock Club, there's a list that I put in there. But
speaking of Stock Club, I appreciate you. I bought into Stock Club I've been trying to get you to look at my emails. I bought in at the discounted price. I'm trying to that link that you put in the group chat. I clicked it. It's not letting me. It's not bringing
Telegram.
Yeah, the Telegram. It's not bringing me to that page. Every time I click, it says this page. Sorry, we're not available.
Yeah, ever since the Parler people got off and they hopped over to Telegram, like after a certain amount of people, it starts to throttle. Just send me a note on Telegram and put all caps. Put me in right now. Just you. Don't nobody else do it. And then I'll add you to it.
You want me to do it right now? Do it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
All right, Telegram. I appreciate you.
Let me go look at this Roku price you was talking about earlier though.
Hey, Ian, this is Mike. I got a question about EDU, the stock called EDU. They just did a stock split, so now they're 19. Do you think this would be a great company to grab?
Do y'all think EDU is a good company looking at our chart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have a question about futures.
What price you want to get in at?
I don't know. I just wanted to know what would be a good price to get in at because they just did a split.
No, 19 not gonna get in either of 17. You probably need to wait. Yeah, until it break to like 14 or 13.
Okay.
I mean, even if you guys just do this, just go 10 years on any chart, and let's say you go to a month, just literally you can get a dry erase marker and just top right out the high, right at the low, and just draw the middle. I know they try and make us feel like it's so complicated, but if you can avoid paying premium or super premium Nordstrom prices, right? And I know some of us like to shop at Nordstrom, right?
Yeah, because this company was at like 170.
Yeah, but if you buy, what if it never gets to this price again? The where you get in matters more than anything. That's business 101.
Right.
Yeah, and it is a stock split. Yeah, so you got to buy it.
And then my question about ZB was, is it okay if I go into detail?
Yeah, and Drew want to clear this up just because it went down to 19. The split gives you more shares. The top of the market is still 1997. I don't want you to buy it at 19.
Okay.
Are you in at 19? And
no, I didn't get in yet.
Okay. All right, and what's the other one?
Okay, my question is about ZB. So the other day on March 10th, at our time that we're supposed to start, it was directly at the line. And I want to know, should I have fired?
Y'all answer this for me.
First things first, you said at the time we're supposed to start, you need to know that time. What time is that?
8:30 Eastern.
8:20. But
8:20.
So you said as soon as you got into the session, you were at that line. Should you have fired?
Yeah.
Is that your signal?
I mean, it was, yeah.
Take your trade.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Well, if you're only taking your trades on your signal, you can't pass up opportunities to take your signal, because what you do is you lessen your chance to win over a series of time. And you stop taking, you'll stop having faith in yourself and in your system if you don't take them when you get there.
Yeah. Payson said, well, why did you hesitate?
It's because I'm live.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
He's live.
He's live.
Oh,
Got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Congrats.
Okay.
And I went crazy first time I went live. So
what happened the first time you went live?
My first 3 weeks, I've been getting, like, I would do good, but then I'll give it right back. And now I'm down. I would say this about half of what I put in.
Was you overtrading?
Yep. P asked, are you overtrading?
I did overtrade.
Okay.
And revenge trading. You can't revenge trade.
Does it make a lot more sense though when I'm like one? Go ahead, P.
Here's the thing. Regardless of whether you win or lose, don't take more than 2 trades in a day.
Maximum.
I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I don't care if y'all lose. Both of them.
Stop.
Just stop, because you're gonna keep giving back all your money.
Here's the other thing, though. 2 is not like a suggestion. 2 is the limit.
Yes.
So if you get 1 and you hit your target,
You know,
1 and done, or
Keep
you
that money and trade another day.
yeah.
you live to trade another day.
Or if you set up now it comes. Don't
You
take
don't
a
have
trade.
Get it.
to trade.
Yep.
It's okay to be flat.
Yep.
Flat
If
is
you missed the
positive.
move, know that you missed the
Move, and it is what it is. Yeah. So if you were supposed to fire here today, hypothetically, and the market is not here, you missed your move. That's it.
I missed the move this morning and I trade every motherfucking day. And I don't miss the open, but I was caught in traffic today, so I did miss the
That's
open.
the worst thing.
And my shit was perfect. Like, it was a perfect move and I missed it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So basically,
Go ahead.
when it's 8:20, we're able to execute on ZB.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about also in the early morning at 2 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time.
That's my time of night.
I'm not mad at it. You could hold on. I was sounding like Kanye. I'm not mad at it. But I don't want you to take 2 at 7:20 and then think you tricking the system by saying I'm gonna trade to London.
Right. Because I know how slow ZB move. So like I remember you saying like if you get up early enough, you catch it and catch all your ticks at one time.
That would be
I mean catch the whole 32.
At that time of day, I'm done for the day. 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and be done. It takes 2 or 3 hours, you'll be good.
I'm typing done for the day.
And you have less competition. So like if you start to look and you can see the move start to break down, like hypothetically, if you could have caught something around like 240, right? It popped back up a little bit, but it slid down the rest of the day. You have to let it run. Yep. But number of trades, this is why I always trust this. The fewer the trades you take, the more money you make, because that's funny. But if the more you trade, you only gonna make the broker rich. That's it. But it's one of the hardest things, and they know once you get on that platform, especially when you start to lose, you're going to trade more. So if you can't, like, imagine if every time you guys ask me a question, you have to pay me $100. I will let you ask as many questions as the fuck you wanted to. That's the business model of Vegas. The people that design the platforms here also design the stuff in Vegas. If you read A Man for All Markets, you can see. That's why people that are good at investing and playing poker, like Toby Maguire probably is one of the best poker players in Hollywood. He also trades the futures market. He made a ton of money trading futures market and investing. Right. It's a math game. That's it. That's it. But I know what it's like to go through a loss and want to recover. And I know how much it breaks your spirit. So that same thing I talked about tonight, go down to what's the minimum contract size you can do that you feel comfortable with?
1.
Okay, that's good. Now you can catch your breath. What tick size would you go for that you're comfortable that you can hit?
On me on ZB, man, I really want to get the full 32, but I mean I'm willing to take whatever. 4.
You can 4, not bad. Can you do 7?
Yeah,
4?
I can do 7.
Drew said 4 is magic. So
all right, well tell him come show me that magic.
Yeah, do 4 for a couple of days, get confident, and then see. I hear you smiling. You seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, and then okay, great. How many trades are you gonna take per week?
2.
2 per week?
Yeah. Well, I mean 4. It'll be 4 total. 4.
So you're just gonna do Monday and Friday?
Monday, Friday, and probably Thursday.
Are you saying 2 a day?
2 a day or 2 per week?
No, 2 a day.
Oh, okay, 2 a day.
Yeah.
So you'll be at 6 trades. I would say you should do 4 a week maximum to get your confidence back. Because then that way you'll steady have a up moving equity curve.
And also just to add in, if you think about it, if you only have 4 trades per week, you wait for your perfect moment. Like don't take it just because you missed a move. If you only got 4, make sure you make those 4 count.
And if you gotta take 4, how many you gonna win? Keep it real.
If I'm gonna take 4, I'm gonna win. Most likely, I'm gonna win 3. Because if the 2 on ZB, I'm gonna win, and the 1 on NQ, those be the tricky ones.
You probably should do all ZB.
Okay.
You're better. Because if you over trading, NASDAQ is the heroine of the futures market.
Right, and that fix. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, most definitely.
I would do 4 a week. And then once you finally get back to doing, and let's just do the math hypothetically, investing has considerable risk. I'm not trying to induce anybody to invest in the futures market. So you'll be at 1,093 or 5 contracts or 7 ticks if you did that 4 times a week. Well, 5 is 54.68. 5 times 0.7 times 1250 times 4. You'll be at 43.75. You do that for a couple of weeks, you'll start to build your confidence up, and then you'll want to move up in size.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dream Dame.
Dream Gang too. But yeah, kudos to the Dream Team. You guys have any final words of wisdom for him?
Take your time.
Patience.
What's the name of the Telegram for Stock Club?
What's the Telegram for Stock Club?
Yeah, I see the sniper red futures. I'm in that one. That's what I thought Stock Club was.
No, it's different. The title's different.
That's what I figured. Because that one I can't put a message in that one so you can see it.
No, yeah, because I don't want all that noise. I know people hate it, but I like everybody would have y'all in cruise lines and bullshit marijuana last year, and then be like, I said it.
Right. I'm in Stock Club. Like I log on to Stock Club, but it's like I feel like it's not the one that's like, because you said that you're in Stock Club daily, so I'm definitely not in that one.
Oh, you got to click the link and register, and then we do like 10-minute calls each day. Which stocks are you invested in that you like the most right now?
So Apple, and then I'm probably gonna put some funds in Square.
Square's
I'm probably gonna, but this is a lot. We're just talking.
Yeah, it's high, but it's good. It's high, but it's good. But yeah, I will follow that plan, and then don't deviate from that plan. You'll be good. You'll be good. But to be real, everybody when they go live, those jitters kick in, and I don't know about you, but like when I first went live, I'm like, damn, I did everything opposite of what I planned to do. I was like, shit, like why was I shorting and it was green, and I thought, it happens. But then you get calibrated to just wait, and then you'll get to a point where you're like so calm and don't care if you miss a move because you know that you're gonna win. But less is more.
But them jitters are never gonna go away.
No, never.
There's a lot of us that don't lose a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
I get nervous on every trade.
We still get nervous when we take a trade.
Yeah, even on 5 contracts.
Our entries be on point.
Yep.
And I know I'm going to win the trade.
Yeah, Pat, I get jitters every day.
You still get the jitters. It's never gonna go away.
Like,
gotta let them manage it. But it also is better when you got a good entry. Like my man was saying earlier with the whole sex thing with your girl. If your entry's good, you gonna get that 6 one regardless.
Yep, that's true. That's true. You're gonna get a little bonus time.
Right.
Little bonus. You have to follow your plan. Like the only reason, like I know some of you like quote unquote look up to me, and I don't believe in like all that hierarchical stuff, like because I'm a human, right? The only thing that I've done was put more time into this. Like I don't know many black people at 10 o'clock who are gonna be talking about the market, and we could be drinking at the same time. So, but it's time in. And once you start to just obey your spots and wait, this is even for my business owners. I don't care what business you're in. If you're in the drywall, if you're trying to buy drywall, and for some reason, if it costs you hypothetically $80 a sheet normally, and then you can all of a sudden get it for 41, it's just pricing strategy. That's it. That's it. So I appreciate you. I'll take one more, and we'll go. I think John or Aaron is up next.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
Hey, this is Aaron. Okay, go ahead, Josh. Yeah, sir, man. How are you, Ian?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just want to ask some questions regarding today. You mentioned that we should go heavy during recessions, and not to overtrade. So I'm wondering, like, if we keep a certain amount of cash available for a recession, what should we do with that cash so it doesn't lose its value due to inflation?
If we hit a recession, those companies are going to be your hedge against inflation. So right now, when the market is at its high, I'm looking if things fall apart where I will want to get in. Okay.
All right. And also, in terms of not overtrading, I think I've been overtrading a lot recently. What should we do to prevent that? Like, how many trades would you recommend per week?
Yeah.
You know, when he makes us do when we overtrade or when we used to overtrade, he's either going to give you a sort of suspension where you look at the market and you don't trade, or he's going to go make you take 10 to 300 practice trades.
Oh, okay, so I think I should probably practice more.
Yeah, so
try
taking 20 practice trades straight.
Yeah. And then if you're over trading and you can't stop pushing the button, you have to then take 2 or 3 weeks off and just watch it. And something magical happens. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, like type yes if you agree. When you don't have your money in the market, you know exactly where that shit's going to go. You're like, oh man, I need to wait till Square gets down here to like 238, and then maybe at 249 I'll get out. You put your money in it, and it's like you bought at 251.50. Ian, what you think about Jack Dorsey and Hove? I think they both great. That shit gonna go down. So, and literally, like, I'm always marking on my screen because it's what I do when I'm at home with the dry erase marker. I mark off. So this would be my second entry here. And then I don't want to buy at these highs. Because even up here, you can see high up here at 249, it came back down to 244. And then once it finally broke up and got above it, it came back down. There is no incentive to buy at the high unless you're trading for short term. Long term, there's no reason to do so. Yep.
Oh, okay. And for building a base, you know, sometimes like I see a company that I think is good, but you know, you never know if it's good until like they blow up long term. So one company I'm looking at,
you should know in advance which one.
I'm looking at BlackBerry right now. Like they have a lot of partnerships right now, especially with the.
No, hold on. We're not gonna do this. Who do we know with a BlackBerry? And I missed the 7100, and I would drop it in the snow, and it would not fuck up. Right? Who do you know? 3 people with a BlackBerry?
No, it's not the phones. It's the EV sector. Like they partner with Google, Apple, not Apple, but Amazon, Microsoft,
yep.
and like
Drew said
they have a bunch of new partnerships.
Okay, now so I'm gonna put some competitors on the board that could be better. And I don't even like 60IV. Tesla, right? AMD, Nvidia. Now BlackBerry is better than Nikola, but after that, there's not many people that are going to do as well. Now, could it have considerable upside? And yes, I got the same argument a couple months ago when it shot up. But then if we go back and look, let's just go look through our history. Let's see the reports for the entire electronic vehicle space. How much of a percentage will they have in China? How much would they have in the United States? How much in the UK? How much in Australia? If that shit's less than 5%, there is no upside. A lot of it is just like really common sense. Now, if you're front running and want to build a base, I'm not mad, but your base has to be at like $6.75, not at $25.
So when building a base, should we just go with like the companies that are already like proven, like Apple, Microsoft, or like
companies?
Should we also look for like smaller?
No, companies that you believe in, and I define a company that you believe in that you will put your money into it and your life on the line for
it. Okay.
Because I know with Tim Cook is there, Apple's not going to go down to $40. Now, if he leaves,
that's true.
You know, and they let Kodak Black run it, I may not want Apple anymore. Shout out to Kodak, you know what I mean? But that's not what I want, you know. But BlackBerry doesn't have it. It's great for them to get into that space, but there's a few other players in that, like you know, ChargePoint. I mean, I could argue for Plug, even like there's a bunch of other companies you can argue for in that space. That would be a hell of a lot better. It's like kickball when we was kids. Like who are we gonna pick first? There's usually 1 through 5 that we need to pick. BlackBerry isn't that 5. So, but building a base, if you put that yearly open on, it'll tell you the prices that you should get in. So if you look at back here, this would be 922. Down here would be 681. But I'm not endorsing BlackBerry long term. I gotta wait for it to break to the upside. Okay. You guys have
today you mentioned
leave it alone.
Let it go. Yeah, BlackBerry ain't the one.
Don't just do it because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Yep. BlackBerry did it. Thank you. I think
today you mentioned
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, last one for me. You mentioned that not to invest in a company if there's like a better one out there. So for example, like I own Tesla currently. So do you think it'd be a bad idea to also pick up NIO, like to hedge?
No, it wouldn't be a hedge because if Tesla dropped NIO, for sure gonna get his ass kicked. But if you have the top 2 or top 3 in the space, I'm not mad at it. Like you can argue Apple and Tesla.
Okay.
I mean, Apple and Microsoft are top two, depending on what month or what happens. But that's a hedge in itself. It's like, and if you look at even what like NBA teams are doing, that whole like big three movement that came after quantitative fund managers started to get into basketball. It's the same modeling thing. That's the advice that Buffett gave LeBron when he was in Cleveland. He's like, you can't be the only star here. You need another alpha to play with. So Neo is good and it's cheaper, but if Tesla gets pushed down, Neo's gonna go down with it. So it's not a true hedge. They're going to move in tandem. Now, if you get them at a cheaper price, great. But yeah, that's not a true hedge. A hedge would be to put some assets in a non-electric company, but all the automotive are moving to EV. So,
Okay,
but
I
Neo
appreciate
and
that.
Tesla
Thank
together,
you.
I like.
What, can you repeat that?
Neo and Tesla together, I do like.
Oh,
Especially if you got in when I told everybody get in like 13 or 14. So,
all
and
right.
but
I'll
here
keep
goes
my eye on.
the value line again. You guys have to keep your eyes on that.
All right. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you feel like I kicked your ass, but we friends. I'm just trying to keep you out some bad ones. So
No,
trust
it's
me,
all
in 2
good.
years, when that money's up, or a year, we'll be best buddies. Yeah, with love.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
We'll take one more. Damn, it's 10:30. All right, let's wrap up with one more.
You mind if I get that one in, Mr. Dunlap?
Go ahead, squeeze.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I feel like I've got
Call
on
me
the stage
Mr.
with
Dunlap. That's my granddaddy nickname. Yo, Big John
Man,
Dunlap.
hey,
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
feel like I'm on stage and I gotta thank God and my mama right now. I'm on with the dream team and Ian.
Go ahead, squad.
Hey, so I just got access to the sniper group last week. And
appreciate you.
I got appreciate it, man, big time. I got everything set up with Ninja Trader and all that. Followed all the exact specs with the ATM. But I just wasn't 100% clear. I've seen the video a few times. I don't know if it just wasn't clicking, but how do you determine after all the stops are put, you have all the tick numbers in and whatnot, how do you determine if you should get out before it hits those numbers? Is there something?
Don't.
I'm sorry?
You don't.
Okay, because I know
once you fire away.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Once you fire away and you're trading during your prime time,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to not touch it for your first 100 trades.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to create a bad habit.
Right. Yeah, that's you mentioned that in the video. So it's not something that I wanted to start with right away, because I know you said establish that same system and use it for all 1 to 300 trades to get that that synchronicity and keep that momentum. But I was just trying to see what the thought process was behind on how you made those marks
for the EMA.
Well, for the what you had us put in for the ATM.
Oh, okay. It's risk to reward. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for ZB, we're risking 1 to make a multiple that was mentioned earlier.
Right. Right.
And then NASDAQ is a little bit higher. So because you're gonna get beat up a little bit more on NASDAQ, but would you risk 1 to make 12 or 15?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got that that logic. I just didn't know if there was something else behind it, but that makes sense.
Yeah, all investing in all business is like how many shots. I mean, Drew and I was talking about it the other night. Like, you may have to do 20 deals to get 2 of them to go through. But if 2 of those deals are 10x return, now you're looking at 20x. It makes up for all the losses that you have.
Right.
Business, the 101 is simple: pricing, time in, selection of industry, waiting for your spot, work ethic, and then eventually, after 5 or 6 years, something to break, and everybody will say you lucky.
No, I hear you, man, because I've been rocking with you guys. I'm kind of late on the boat beginning of last year. And my Charles Schwab, both the stocks and my watch list literally says EYL sniper because every pick on there is from you guys. So I'm down with the logic, and I appreciate it, man. That was it. I just wanted to see if I can get a little.
What are you investing in long term?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What are you investing in long term?
I have the the Vanguard ETF. I'm gonna draw a total blank, man, because you put me on the spot.
VTI, VGT, which one?
VGT.
When did you get that? What month?
I want to say it was May of last year.
Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely got to sing with Xander Christmas card. This.
Okay. No, man. Like I said, I'm a bit of a late bloomer, but I have Tesla, Amazon, Apple, that Vanguard ETF.
You got these all in May?
No. I got Tesla. The Vanguard and Apple in May, and then I got Tesla. I want to say a couple months later.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. You got it before or after Tesla split?
It was actually before.
My Lord.
Yeah,
I wear size 13, so
it's not like I'm out. I can my balance doesn't. It's not let me retire tomorrow, but I got in it, so I'm
that's always a trade-off. We were talking about earlier. Like sometimes you'll have some good ones and not put enough in. So it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't for the lack of want to. It was the way my checking account is set up. It take 3 days.
Listen, 2021 may be different for you though.
Hey, it is because I'm in the sniper program, man. So we're balling out this year. I appreciate it, man. That was it. I appreciate the time. Thanks, Dream Team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Important words of advice.
Stick with it.
Haven't started. Start. You give them some real gems though, because they're gonna be like, yo, they hit me with the Tony Robbins advice.
Don't make it harder than it is.
Yeah.
When you ask for direction, like follow the direction.
Yeah.
Trading is less about doing the actual trade and more about learning yourself and how you can manage yourself and have self-control.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people, and I speak for myself, like I've always succeeded by winging it. And you just can't do that when it's time for trade. Like you need to follow the process.
Yeah.
So the sooner you get to that point where you follow the process and you become a robot, the smoother it'll be for you. Take the thought out of it.
Yep.
Don't quit when your soul gets taken from a trade.
Yep,
It will
that happens.
happen. Don't think that you're bad at it. It was just a bad entry.
Yep.
Or just a trade that didn't go your way. Like, don't let that stop you from getting back in the market, even if you have to put yourself back in practice for a little bit. Like, because you're gonna have a big loss. Like, it is what it is.
You cannot avoid it.
Like, so yeah, that's it.
Gotta get my man Tony Robbins.
That's my guy. I mean, and then if you really want to take it easy, many won't do it. But if you take 24 trades in a year, you got a stress-free trading life. You'll need more money to put in, but but then what happens is like, let's say you go 19 out of 24, then you're like, man, let me do 20 more. And then guess what? Ricky.
And I know you all want to make money. I mean, that's why we all here. We all want to.
Yep.
But don't rush to go live.
Yeah, take your time.
Put your trades in, study the market, do your reviews, so you can actually see how the instruments that you like move.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you can learn how stuff is going to work for you, and at what points.
If it was up to you, how many trades would you make them take before they?
Like we had to about 300 or plus.
Yeah.
I got notebooks and trades. Practice trade before I went live.
And still practice, like.
Yeah, I'll still practice every day.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at it. So.
Hey, Ian, can I get one last super easy one that I forgot to ask?
Yeah, you can throw in an easy and a hard one too.
Super easy. It had nothing to do with stocks really. You mentioned in the sniper course that you wanted us to get a habit tracker. I found a few. Is there one that you prefer?
I don't care.
Okay. I just didn't know if you found a preference that leans a little more this way.
You can get pencil and put right on your wall.
All right, man.
The habit of doing it. And then here's how you know you really have the investing and trading part down. You look at it without anybody prompting you to do it.
Yeah.
That's when you know you love it. Like when you're trying to build a habit, it's because you don't want to do it. But once you do, it's fine. Yeah. So.
All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
And I love my sleep.
It's like, man, for real.
I don't have an alarm clock. I automatically wake up.
Get up and want to do it.
To trade. Like my body just knows because I love it so much.
Yep. Yes.
trading is a way to make a substantial amount of money, but you have to do the work. Like it's not a quick thing where like a
at all.
thing. Like I just put the money in and more money will come.
It's a slow process. Yep. Any advice?
Pretty much Tina said everything, but the main thing just being consistent and just don't.
They don't want to hear that shit. They want a quick tip.
I'm about to give you one right now.
That's a quick tip though. The consistency part.
Give him one.
Yeah.
When you're looking for your entry and you found a spot that you like, go to a higher time frame and ask yourself, do you still like that spot before you get in?
Like
that's a practical tip to apply.
Yep. The consistency part though, and when we mean consistent, 4 to 5 years. I hope some of you are able to catch it in 3 months, and some will. Majority won't though. Don't quit. Because what other business you gonna do? You gonna do drop shipping? You're gonna drop ship pencils to like from China and sell them to. There's no school. Like you have to be able to build multiple. And then for my business owners. Once you get this process down, you'll see how inefficient you are in your other businesses. Then you're like, shit. Because imagine if every time you made a typo on your email, you got fined $1,000. You'll type different, much slower, right? So same thing here. It's the only business where you get penalized for being wrong right away, but it makes you so much sharper in every other business endeavor, and then your pricing is great. So, but no, I love y'all. I hope you, and to all my drop shippers, I love you too. Right? That's it. I'm gonna kick it with my family, and then that'll be it. I love y'all. I hope you guys had a good time. No camera here either, but I hope y'all have fun. Love. I won't forget nobody. And here's another thing: 300 practice trades. Work out and go read them fucking pages. A lot of y'all be like, "Yo, I didn't get the email. I haven't got no accountability." It's damn near 9,000 people in the sniper program, the free program. I've gotten 4 videos of people sending me recorded trades. Don't email chain me to death. Take that shit back to corporate. Because I'm gonna be real. How many of you are masters at email, but the recession came and you still got laid off? That shit don't matter. So what's my email? That's big funny. Ian@apple.com. So, love y'all. No, at BlackBerry, right? Love y'all over and out. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm not angry or upset. This is part of my little joke set. So now my